Hey all, my name is Paul Borosky. I am the owner of Tutor for Finance. I am also a finance professor for our local college. Today we are going to be discussing the effect of leverage on a business. Leverage is simply put is debt. If a business takes out debt, it's going to affect the return on equity, and that's what we're going to calculate today. So again, effects of leverage on a business. This is the effect of what debt does to return on equity and net income. Our data block we're going to be using is for investment. The investment is how much the owner puts into the company. For the no leverage side, we're going to be using an investment of $2,000. For the leverage side, we're going to be using an investment of $1,000 and a $1,000 loan from the bank. So what I've done is I've set up my structure here. We've got our sales, expenses, EBIT, interest, earnings before taxes, and then our net income. The way this structure is going to work is the first thing you're going to do is you're going to start with your sales. Sales for the no leverage, $6,000. Sales for the leverage, $6,000. Debt does not affect sales. Expenses, $3,500 for expenses for the no leverage, $3,500 for the leverage firm. Debt does not affect expenses. Earnings before taxes, we're going to have $2,500 for the no leverage side. We are going to have $2,500 for the leverage side. Again, interest and the debt from the interest is not going to affect our EBIT. Now we get into the interest. For the no leverage side, the owner that invested $2,000, they pay no interest. However, for the leverage side, they invest only $1,000 and they borrow $1,000, and they borrow the $1,000 at an interest rate of 12%. 12% times the $1,000 that they're borrowing is going to give us $120. Earnings before taxes, we're going to take our $2,500, we're going to subtract zero interest. So for the no leverage side, we're going to have an earnings before taxes of $2,500. However, on the leverage side, this is where debt's going to start coming into play. We are going to subtract the interest of $125 from the $2,500 right here. This is going to give us an earnings before taxes of $2,380. Now we're going to talk about taxes. Our business has a tax rate of 40%. For the no leverage, also for the leverage, tax rate still 40%. Taxes on $2,500 is going to be $1,000. Taxes for our leverage firm is, again, it's going to be $2,380 multiplied by your tax rate is going to give us $952. So this is where another effect of debt comes in. We're going to be paying lower taxes on the leverage firm. Our taxes, again, it's going to be $1,000, $952. Our net income, we're going to take our EBIT, $2,500, and we are going to subtract it from $1,000. Our net income for the no leverage side is $1,500. On this side right here, we're going to take the $2,380, which is our earnings before taxes. We are going to subtract our taxes, $952, and this is going to give us $1,428. So the net income for the no leverage is $1,500. Net income for the leverage side is $1,428. So just based on the interest, we have a lower net income for the leverage firm. However, our owners are interested in how much they are getting back on the equity that they provided. That is where we're going to get into our return on equity. This formula is critical for the business owner. The formula is your net income divided by the amount you invest. The no leverage firm, they have a net income of $1,500, and they invested $2,000. $1,500 divided by your $2,000 gives us a 75% return on equity. Not a bad return on equity. However, on our leverage side, our net income is $1,428, but they only invested $1,000. We put that in the denominator. 1428 divided by the 1,000 gives us 143% return on equity. Not too bad for the business owner. So this is one of the effects debt has on a business, and it seems to work out pretty well for the business owner in this particular situation. Hopefully this helps, and look forward for another video from me.